अगोदरच्या तासाला आपण युनिट नंबर 1.1 पाहिलं. आज आपण एक नवीन लेसन बघूया. an एन्काउंटर ऑफ अ स्पेशल काइंड. लेसनला पाहण्याच्या अगोदरच आपण समजून घेऊया व्हॉट इज एन एन्काउंटर. एन्काउंटर करणे हे चुकीच्या अर्थाने घेऊ नका. कमिंग फेस टू फेस means encounter. Encounter of a special kind, a different experience the writer is explaining through this lesson. Okay, let's move to this lesson. An encounter of a special kind. Special you can understand. Before going to lesson, let's have some chit chat activity. What do you see in the picture? So you can explain what do you see exactly in this picture, that a girl is saving the life of a puppy. Maybe a boy or girl, I don't know, but a girl is saving life of a puppy, and she is carrying the puppy through water. She is crossing maybe river. She is crossing river and saving the life of a puppy. What do you think the girl is trying to do? The girl is trying to save the life of the puppy. And why? Because it is possible that the girl loves the animal. If you were in place of that girl, what would you do? The third question. जर तुम्ही त्या ठिकाणी असता तर तुम्ही काय केलं असतं? असे प्रश्न परीक्षेला बऱ्याचदा विचारले जातात. सेल्फ रिस्पॉन्स टाइप क्वेश्चन मध्ये तुम्ही उत्तर तसं परिपूर्ण द्यायचं. इफ I were in place of that girl, I would do exactly the same as the girl was doing. Do you think she will become successful in her mission? Why should we object? I think she will become successful in her mission. Okay. Next, chit chat activity. Match the appropriate headings with the images. टायटल दिलेले आहेत आणि त्याच्याबरोबर मॅचिंग करायचे इमेजेसचे. appropriate means right. 4 images there, A, B, C, D. A and B are crisscross, C and D. Let's move to the headings. Are luxurious bungalows. 4 पिक्चर पैकी एक लक्झरियस बंगलो दिसतोय तुम्हाला, तर ते सी आकडा आहे म्हणून आपण तिथे बॉक्स मध्ये सी लिहू शकतो. My favorite pastime can be there. A can be my favorite pastime. What a commotion. Commotion म्हणजे गोंगाट, गोंधळ. आपल्याला पिक्चर नंबर डी पाहिल्यानंतर आपल्याला कळतं का that we can, there is a noise. And the last is engross in a reading book or engross in my book. I think B is correct answer. So let's move to the next. आता आपण खरोखर प्रत्यक्ष लेसन कडे जाऊया. ठीक आहे. and पॅराग्राफ मध्ये आलेले प्रत्येक शब्द आणि शब्दाचा अर्थ आपण समजून घेऊया. प्रत्येक वाक्याचा फ्रेजचा अर्थ आपण समजून घेऊया आणि मग पुढे जाऊया. My father was a medical professional working for a private company in Raniganj in West Bengal. The officers of the company were housed in individual bungalows inside large campus. My father was a medical professional. What was my father? The writer's father was a medical professional. What was the writer's father? He was a medical professional. The person who is working in medicine field. The professional. Here are meanings: professional, untrained, professional. Professional, the person who is expert in that field. Professional. Here we can say opposite word: trained, professional. Untrained, opposite word, professional. Okay, opposite word. Working for a private company. What was the writer's father working for? Writer's father was working for a private company in Raniganj in West Bengal. Okay, where was he working? He was working in Raniganj. And which state was he working? He was working in West Bengal. The officers of the company were housed. याच्या अगोदर तुम्ही हाऊस शब्द नाउन म्हणून ऐकलाय. इथे वर म्हणून वापरला. वर हाऊस्ड. त्यांना घर देण्यात आलं होतं. अँड इंडिव्हिज्युअल बंगलोज इनसाइड अ लार्ज कॅम्पस. सगळ्या ऑफिसर्स लोकांना घर दिले. दे वर इंडिव्हिज्युअल बंगलोज, सेपरेट बंगलोज. तर इंडिव्हिज्युअल स्टँड फॉर सेपरेट. इंडिव्हिज्युअल मीन्स सेपरेट. Okay, in a group, individual, opposite word, individual. And our house was in a corner of campus. आमचं घर कुठे होतं? कॅम्पस मध्ये. कॉर्नर, कॅम्पसच्या कॉर्नर मध्ये. Okay, it was a large campus. The offices of the company were housed in individual bungalows inside a large campus. There were many bungalows in a large campus, and of the writer's house is one of them. Okay, our house was in the corner of a campus. Where was the writer's house in the campus? The writer's house was in the corner of a campus. The officers club was adjacent. Okay, next word is adjacent. Adjacent means close to or next to the boundary wall of a garden. Okay, it means the house was in the corner, and exactly the boundary wall was next to their garden. The compound, I think you have understood the meaning of adjacent. The compound was luxurious. The area from fence or the area from the compound. The compound was luxurious with the green grass. Actually, the compound means fence. Okay, but here green grass and colorful flowers and a host of tall and majestic trees. The compound had luxurious. What a luxurious stand for? Comfortable or something of a deluxe quality. With the green grass. Green grass was there. Colorful flowers were there. Then a host of tall and a host of means in a large quantity and a big quantity. A host of a tall and majestic trees. Host of means a large number of a something. This is the phrase, so you should try to use it in your own sentence. I found a host of flowers, number of flowers, no host of flowers, number of trees. You can say host of trees, tall and majestic trees. Understood the meaning of this one? Luxurious with green grass, colorful flowers, and a host of tall and majestic trees. The tall and a majestic. What do I mean majestic? Majestic stand for it can be beautiful, it can be powerful, it can be wonderful, or causing appreciation or praise. It is majestic. The seasonal vegetables. What is seasonal? Available in a particular season is called seasonal. For mango is a seasonal fruit. सगळ्या सीझन मध्ये मिळत नाही, फक्त पर्टिक्युलर सीझनला मिळतं. The grapes also seasonal. Okay, and which is not seasonal, for example bananas, available in all seasons. We cannot call it seasonal. The seasonal vegetables in the kitchen garden of the household and a magnificent trees constantly attract the squirrels and many species of birds. The seasonal vegetables in the kitchen garden, the garden near the kitchen of the households means houses. Okay, so seasonal stand for available in that particular season, and the household stand for houses. Kitchen garden of the households and magnificent trees. Again, the word new word magnificent. Magnificent stand for superb and wonderful and tall. We can also say majestic trees. Magnificent here in size, big face. Constantly attracted squirrels and many species of birds. There are two reasons given behind attracted squirrels being attracted and many species of birds being attracted. One reason, vegetables in the kitchen garden. Second reason, magnificent trees or magnificent or tall trees. Okay, these two reasons. A group of langurs had even made the den in the aswatha tree nearby, peepal tree nearby. The langurs had made their den, the place of living, nearby. Okay, they had all become a part and parcel of our existence. Okay, I told you the meaning of a species. Species means types. And the next phrase is a part and parcel. So part and parcel means unavoidable part of our existence and daily life, our existence and daily life, day-to-day life. The part and parcel stand for unavoidable part that cannot be separated. We are part and parcel of this institute. We are part and parcel of our school. I am part and parcel of my family. You can use such words, such sentences. Okay, let's move to the next. Some questions. What was the writer's father? As you know that he was a medical professional. Let's move to the second question. Describe the writer's house. You have to complete. इथे सगळं पॅराग्राफच तुम्हाला कंप्लीट लागणार आहे. त्यातला थोडासा भाग सोडला तर writer's house was in a corner of a big campus. The officers' club was adjacent to the boundary wall of the garden. The compound was luxurious with green grass and colorful flowers and a host of tall and majestic trees. Seasonal vegetables also attracted the squirrels and birds, and also langurs had made their den in Ashwatha tree nearby. All these things are very important to describe the house of a writer. And so what attracted the squirrels? As I told you, two things. One, the vegetables in the kitchen garden, and second, the tall majestic trees or the magnificent trees. Okay, these are two things. What had become a part and parcel of writer's life? बरेचसे मुलं फसतात जे फक्त पॅसेज मधल्या ओळी पाहून उत्तर लिहितात ते मुलं फसतात. इथे उत्तरामध्ये फक्त एवढंच लिहिलं दे हॅड बिकम अ पार्ट अँड पार्सल. तेवढं उत्तर चालणार नाही. मग दे म्हणजे काय? The squirrels, many species of birds, and also the langurs. Langurs, they have become part and parcel. And also the natural things also. Okay, they have become part and parcel of life. The writer is expected to include only the squirrels and many species of birds and langurs. Okay, let's move to the next paragraph. A small incident on Saturday afternoon left a profound effect on me and unfolded before me my eyes a whole new dimension to the wonders of God's creation. It was a few days into the puja vacation, just like for any other child. The holidays provided an opportunity for me to become engrossed in various magazines, storybooks, published specially for children in a festive season. Long sentences are there. A small incident on Saturday afternoon left a profound effect on me. What incident? Incident, prasanga. On a Saturday. There are many Saturdays in a year, but on a Saturday. कोणत्या तरी एका शनिवारी. After that small incident, it happened on Saturday afternoon, left a profound effect. When profound means great. What do you mean by profound? Profound means great, which has a great impact on your mind, or a deep impact in your heart. Effect, परिणाम, कसा खोलवर परिणाम झाला किंवा दीर्घकालीन परिणाम झाला. Had a great effect on me and unfolded before my eyes and a whole new dimension to the wonders of God's creation. Creation म्हणजे निर्मिती. God's creation, देवाची निर्मिती. Wonders म्हणजे देवाच्या निर्मितीमधले आश्चर्य. New dimension, having new aspects. Okay, so unfolded stand for revealed, and a whole new dimension for a new side. The writer has understood new dimension of God's creation, and it unfolded his eyes. Okay, this is what it was. A few days into the puja vacation. We have vacation of summer, we have vacation of a Ganesh festival or Diwali festival. In West Bengal there are vacation of puja or Durga Puja. Just like for any other child, the holidays provided an opportunity for me to become engrossed in various magazines and storybooks published specially for children in the festive season. Long sentence. Just like for any other child, common child. Holidays provided an opportunity. The opportunities, sandhi, chance, for me, the holidays had given him a chance to become engrossed in various magazines and books, storybooks. The holidays had given him chance to read the books, engross in. The engross in stand for अगदी मन व्यापून जातं, तल्लीन होतं वगैरे, त्याला आपण engrossed असं बोलतो. Feeling very captivated. Okay. Engrossed in various magazines, and story books also. मुलं पुस्तक वाचतात काही काही, सगळे नाही वाचत पण बरेचसे वाचतात. Story books published specially for children in the festive season. खास करून मुलांनी फेस्टिव्ह सीझन मध्ये वाचायचे असे काही काही पुस्तकं आपल्याकडे पण दिवाळीमध्ये येतात, त्यांच्याकडे या सण या पूजा फेस्टिवल मध्ये येतात. आफ्टर अ हार्टी लंच, याच्या अगोदर तुम्ही नेहमी ऐकलं असेल हार्टी कंग्रॅच्युलेशन. इथे हार्टी लंच आहे, हेवी लंच वी कॅन से, नॉट अ हार्टी बट हेवी लंच. ओके. आफ्टर हार्टी लंच, heavy lunch, my parents and my younger sisters lay down for afternoon nap and I settled down with storybook. Because of heavy lunch, my parents and younger sister lay down means they went for a nap. They were taking rest. Nap म्हणजे दुपारची झोप, थोड्या वेळ असलेली. मराठी शब्द वामकुक्षी. वामकुक्षी म्हणजे दुपारची झोप, थोड्या वेळ असते ती. I settled down with the storybooks, means I wanted to read the book and I started reading the book. Okay, I'm not worried about anything else. So, writer काही झोपला नाही, तो पुस्तक वाचायला नाही. Settle down. Try to understand this, but settle down stand for एखादी गोष्ट तुम्ही सुरू करता आणि ती पुढे चालू करण्यासाठी पूर्णपणे स्थिर होतात, ते आपण असतं सेटल डाऊन. ठीक आहे. Settle down means feeling very comfortable in the position in which he or she sits. Settle down with the storybook. The quiet afternoon presented the perfect backdrop for reading an adventure story. ठराविक काहीतरी वातावरण लागतं ना, पण एखादा अभ्यास करण्यासाठीचं वातावरण लागतं, ऍक्टिंग करायला वातावरण लागतं, खेळायला वातावरण, जे पाठीमागची परिस्थिती लागते आजूबाजूची, जे आवश्यक सिच्युएशन असते त्याला आपण बॅकड्रॉप, त्याला काय होतं बॅकड्रॉप. कलाकार जेव्हा कला प्रेझेंट करतात तर पाठीमागे त्यांचा पडदा असतो, पडद्यावर जे चित्र वगैरे काढले असतात त्यांना ते कंडिशन तयार होते, तशा प्रकारे त्यांची सिच्युएशन तयार होते आणि ते तशा प्रकारे. बॅकड्रॉप इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट, मीन्स द सिच्युएशन at the time is very important. The situation for it was a perfect situation. He says that perfect backdrop, the perfect condition was there, perfect situation was there for reading an adventure story. Adventure story वाचण्यासाठी जसं पाहिजे तसं योग्य वातावरण तिथं आहे. The silence was occasionally broken, but occasionally means not all the times. Sometimes. Occasionally means sometimes. Okay. So occasionally means sometimes. Occasionally broken by sound of my family snoring. Silence was broken by few things. First thing, my family snoring. Snoring म्हणजे घोरणे. जो एकदम शांतता तयार झाली होती आणि ती शांततेचा भंग होत होता. पहिलं कारण काय होतं? फॅमिली स्नोरिंग. देन इंटरमिडियंट चर्पिंग ऑफ हाऊस स्पॅरोज. घरामध्ये येणारे चिमणी ते अधूनमधून यायचे आणि ती चर्पिंग करायची, म्हणजे तिचा आवाज चिवचिव वाटवायचा. इंटरमिटंट अधूनमधून येणारे. ओके. समटाइम्स वी कॅन से फ्रिक्वेंटली कमिंग. यांच्यामुळे सायलेन्स भंग होत होता, अदरवाइज इट वॉज सायलेंट. आणखी एक दुसरी गोष्ट होती. फर्स्ट थिंग was family snoring. Second thing, intermittent chirping of house sparrows. And third thing, the harsh cawing of crow. Harsh sound of crow. Crowचा आवाज, तो श्रील आवाज असतो तो त्यांना ऐकायला यायचा. Shrill call of a kite flying high above the ground. Here kite sound also disturbing, means breaking the silence of the room. Further, it is said that minutes ticked by. Minutes means minutes, seconds, hours. So minutes ticked by means minutes were moving further. वेळ थोडा थोडा पुढे जात होता. I became deeply absorbed in the book. Again, here were engrossed in and absorbed in, almost same. I became deeply absorbed in the book. I was fully engrossed in the book. मी पुन्हा एकदा पुस्तक अगदी तल्लीन होऊन वाचायला लागलो. Okay, here a few questions are there. What had profound effect on writer? The Saturday afternoon incident had a profound effect on writer. Saturday afternoon incident. A small incident on Saturday afternoon had a profound effect on writer. Okay. Next question. What was the writer's reading? Here, somewhere it is said that he was reading adventure story. He was reading adventure story. You see here, he was reading adventure story. The silence was occasionally broken by sound of my family. Okay. Further, next question. How did the writer describe the atmosphere good for reading? He said that after a hearty lunch, parents and his sister went to sleep. Went to Okay, they were sleeping, and that's why he got good atmosphere for reading. And let's move further. Next question. Silence was broken by three things. What were the three things? There are four things. First, snoring of family. Second, intermittent chirping of house sparrows. Third, harsh cawing of crow. And if it is four, then you can say crow. The shrill call of a kite flying high above the ground, you can mention. But three things are mentioned as here. You can go three things only. Okay. Further, let's move to the next paragraph. Suddenly, I heard a group of street dogs barking furiously in the distance. I chose to ignore the commotion, thinking that a pack of dogs might have cornered a hapless pig. But soon the barking became louder and more aggressive, and the alarm cawing of a flock of crows added to the cacophony. I also heard disturbances approaching closer. Okay, let's move to the line by line. Suddenly, I heard a group of street dogs. We came to know that the writer was busy in reading. There was only a few things which were breaking the silence. He was reading adventure story. But suddenly what happened? Suddenly I heard a group of street dogs barking furiously, angrily. Furiously stand for angrily. Dogs were angrily. Okay, generally we fight. We see this is a common picture. Dogs are fighting, they are barking. Okay, but they were barking furiously. Barking म्हणजे भुंकणे, फ्युरियसली म्हणजे रागाने. जसं की भांडण करत अशा प्रकारे ते डॉग्स ओरडत इन द डिस्टन्स, काही अंतरावर. I chose to ignore. Choose the person's chose. I chose to ignore. I decided not to pay attention to it. To the commotion. Commotion, as I told you, noise. Thinking that the pack of dogs might have cornered a hapless pig. But a hapless word is there. Hapless means what? Hapless stands for unlucky. But soon the barking became louder and more aggressive. But aggressive. थोड्या वेळानंतर ते कुत्र्यांचा भुंकण्याचा आवाज आणखीनच वाढला. आणखीन अग्रेसिव्ह म्हणजे आणखी व्हायलंट, जसं की खरोखरच काहीतरी युद्ध वगैरे चाललंय अशा प्रकारे त्यांचा आवाज येत होता. द अलार्म्ड कविंग ऑफ फ्लॉक ऑफ अ क्रूज ॲडेड द कॅकोफनी. नेक्स्ट वर्ड कॅकोफनी. द कॅकोफनी स्टँड फॉर हार्श नॉइसेस. कावळ्यांचं ओरडणं पण त्यामध्ये ऍड झालं, त्याच्यामुळे इट वॉज गोंधळात गोंधळ, आणखी जास्त गोंधळ त्यांचा पण झाला. आय ऑल्सो हर्ड द डिस्टर्बन्स अप्रोचिंग क्लोजर. लांब कुठेतरी आवाज येतो आणि तो आता आवाज आणखी जवळ जवळ येताना जाणवला. क्युरियोसिटी गॉट द बेटर ऑफ मी. क्युरियोसिटी मीन्स willing of knowing something, a will of knowing something. काहीतरी जाणून घेण्याची इच्छा, त्याला क्युरियोसिटी. मराठी शब्द जिज्ञासा. Curiosity got the better of me. I didn't want to go But curiosity asked me, yes, just go out and see what happened, what is happening there. So curiosity got better of me. So get better of me can be there. So get better of me means defeated. Curiosity defeated me and I went out. Leaving the book aside, keeping the book aside. जे पुस्तक आहे ते मी बाजूला ठेवलं आणि मग पुढे I rushed to the veranda to see what was going on. Veranda is a place at the entrance of our houses. It is not possible to find a veranda in Mumbai, but almost everywhere in rural areas there are verandas. To see what was going on, I went out. Writer rushed केलं जे जोरात बाहेर आले आणि बघितलं की काय. I glanced towards the roof of the clubhouse, saw something horrible. Doctor, the writer saw something on the roof of the clubhouse and saw a horrible picture. Horror, भीती किंवा दहशत तयार करणारा हॉरर, हॉरिबल तसे तयार करणारे अशा प्रकारचे चित्र त्याने बघितलं. अ बिग मेल लंगूर ऍपरंटली म्हणजे असं वाटत होतं की तो आहे. Apparently the leader of its group was holding a baby langur in his hands and mercilessly biting it all over with a definite intent to kill. He found a picture. एक मोठं मंकी आहे, लंगूर आहे आणि त्यांनी छोट्या मंकीला पकडलं होतं आणि निर्दयीपणे mercilessly means cruelly or mercilessly means cruelly म्हणजे क्रूरपणे निर्दयीपणे biting all over with a definite intent to kill. Biting म्हणजे चावा घेणे all over बॉडीचा छोट्या बाळाच्या त्या बेबी लंगूरला तो चावत होता. डेफिनेट इंटेंट टू किल म्हणजे त्याला मारायसाठीच तो चावत असेल असं मला वाटलं. द हेल्पलेस वर बघितलं आपण हॅपलेस, इथे हेल्पलेस. द हेल्पलेस मदर of the baby and other lesser members of the langur group were scattered on the roof of the building nearby watching the baby being killed. त्या बेबीची आई आणि mother langur and also some other langurs, lesser langurs, small langurs, they were also scattered म्हणजे इकडे तिकडे बसले होते, आजूबाजूला विखरलेले होते. They were watching it. I recalled a terrible custom in the animal clan according to which a dominant male usually does not allow another male, baby or adult to survive within its group. प्राण्यांमधली एक टेरिबल दहशत तयार करणारी कस्टम म्हणजे प्रथा. रिकॉल्ड म्हणजे आठवलं. There was a terrible custom in animal clan. The clan means family. What is it? Family. According to which त्या कस्टमच्या मते काय असेल? According to which a dominant male usually does not allow, जो कोणी स्ट्रॉंग मेल असतो तो अलाउ करत नाही another male, baby or adult to survive in its group. त्यांच्या स्वतःच्या ग्रुपमध्ये बाकीच्या बेबीला किंवा मेलला, बाकीच्या गट मधल्या बेबीला किंवा मेलला ऍडजस्ट करून घेत नाही किंवा सर्वाइव्ह करू देत नाही, जगू देत नाही. ही प्रथा आम्हाला माहिती होती, ती आठवली. Here dominant stand for stronger. Okay. Next, few questions should be there. Here, what did the writer guess hearing the commotion? He thought that a pack of dogs might have cornered a hapless pig. Next, which terrible custom in animal did the writer recall? He recalled that a dominant male usually does not allow another male, baby or adult to survive in its group. What got better of writer? Curiosity got better of the writer. We will see the remaining part in our next period. Okay, bye.